We have investigative journalist and filmmaker Jeremy Corbell here joining us today. Jeremy, it is such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Hey, Talia, great to meet you.
Great to meet you. So I know you have this new video that is from 2021, but has just recently surfaced of a UAP. Can you tell us a little bit about what a UAP is and what we can see in this video?
For sure. So first of all, UFOs, UAP, it's not about belief. It's either true or it's not true. The video didn't just surface. George Knapp and I have vetted for years these military filmed pieces of footage to kind of bring a more robust set of evidence and data out to the American public. And it's not an easy lift to do that. I mean, I've been putting out fires with gasoline to get this done, you know? So the main thing about this video is that if it endures the scrutiny of everybody's mind, now this is footage you were never supposed to see. But now that it's out through journalism, if it survives and endures the scrutiny, then this may be, and I suspect it is, the most important piece of UFO footage of all time in human history. This is not trust me, bro. This is data. And the reason why it's the most important UFO footage of all time, if it endures the scrutiny, is that it shows one of what we call the observables. So UFO, UAP, same thing, right? But there's 5 observables. There's things that people know UAP, the government said UAP do. And one of them is instantaneous acceleration, breaking and defying all known and understood laws of our physics, which are obviously wrong. And this video, you can see with your own eyes, it does it. If you watch it and listen to the breakdown.
You don't even see a propulsion, a kind of jet fuel acceleration. It just absolutely disappears. So if this does withhold and kind of come out of all the scrutiny, it rewrites the laws of physics. Is there anyone working on this? Anybody in the government? Do we have physicists, people trying to explain what this could possibly be?
Yes, this is so great. First of all, what you're seeing is our own government's determination that it is a UFO, which they call UAP now. You're seeing their breakdown, their analysis. That's what I put out. People didn't quite understand that. Now, the entire world, every physicist, it's inspiring people, propulsions experts, and they are dumbfounded. The debunkers, the people that are paid to try to tell you nothing to see here, move on, they are just crumbling. They are being crushed because this is actual physical evidence. It is data. It is increasing the data set for public consumption. This is the way to move forward. This is almost like some sort of uncontrolled disclosure in some way. This is catastrophic disclosure to get this information out there. Disclosure means the formal admission that a government already has that UFOs are real, but that they can do these things, machines flying with impunity in our restricted airspace, defying our understood or allowed to know physics. So the video is enduring just off the bat. It is enduring scrutiny, which is amazing. Let me just tell you something real quick. Over the last years, me and George, what we've been doing is bringing our best evidence forward from whistleblowers. You've seen us in Congress. We've been putting out military film footage because it's not AI, and that's the most important thing. This is powerful evidence. Just, here's a list. USS Omaha showed transmedium, went in and out of the water without a splash. You've got the USS Russell. It was a pyramid-shaped UFO. It caught on radar, infrared, deck footage, physical reports from our government. All of this is official government stuff you were never supposed to see. Mosul Orb in a conflict zone, Baghdad Phantom, Syria Dome, shot with a Hellfire missile, Jellyfish UAP, right? TMZ broke that story with me. The Chandelier, the Iraqi Gimbal, USS Jackson, Tic Tacs, testified to in Congress. And, look, the large disc UAP from the Air Force, all this footage I put out, Syria UAP 2021, instant acceleration, what you're seeing now, and not just the gimbal, the go fast, and the Tic Tacs with the pilot coming forward, all of this. And UFO hearings after 50 years, and they showed a video hit by a Hellfire missile, a UAP. The dam is breaking.
When intelligence, like inside sources or people kind of come out and put it all on the line to get videos or information like this out, what does that tell you about how frustrated people in our own system are that this isn't just all publicly disclosed all the time?
Yeah, obviously, people are disgruntled. They have been shown a truth that is so powerful, so beyond the scope of any government of this world trying to keep that from human understanding, that UFOs are real, that there's a persistent presence of UFOs within our own, protected airspace. They've admitted it. Our government has admitted it. But the people that do it, they're real patriots. They come to journalists, they blow the whistle. I get them in front of Congress, right? And the world gets to hear. So why people do this is bring stuff forward to journalists is because they are sick and tired of being lied to with things that people have been seeing with their own eyes for decades, if not centuries.
There are a lot of people in our live chat who are skeptics, and they're wondering, the military, governments test new technologies all the time. How can you tell them that this is not that?
Thank you for that question. So first of all, what people don't know about me is I am probably the biggest skeptic. I get hundreds of thousands of UFO videos over a 6-month period that I have to sort through. Most of them are prosaic. That's Starlink. That's a launch of a rocket. Great question from your audience. So how I know and how you yourself can know that this is different, this is not US tech. The most simple way to explain that is that we have no fingerprint in our society for what we're seeing. These reports of UAP go way far back before we had a Department of Defense, before we understood modern physics. We do, on a government level, understand how they operate. It is possible to traverse space and time and shift it, but you have to have extreme power. Why these are not black projects? I wish they were. It makes me sad they're not. But why UAP are not black projects is because there are protocols when people see them. There's a fingerprint in society. It bleeds over into the technology we have. We don't see that. And plus, these reports go back before that. I hope that we've made some progress on the reverse engineering of non-human intelligence craft that was testified to in Congress, that there were bodies in some of these crashes. So look, if you don't know, you just haven't paying attention. And if you're paying attention now, consensus reality needs to catch up with actual reality because UFOs are real, they are here, and somebody built them in factories and somebody is operating them.
That was so, going off of what you're saying about there's bodies being like potentially found, somebody is operating these crafts. If this is a manned UAP, does any human life form that we know, can that survive the G-forces created by instant acceleration like that? Or is this, if it is manned, is it non-human intelligence?
Right. So there are probably, some of them are probably probes. So they're drones like we have. There's no operator. There's an artificial intelligence that is, guiding these UAP, especially the spheres. However, when you're saying, can anybody survive in it? Well, no, our physics says you would turn into jelly. If you have instant acceleration, it's something called inertia. Look up the word. It's amazing. The inertial effect of instantaneous acceleration, it's like hitting a wall at 150 miles an hour compared to like 5 miles an hour. However, somehow there are occupants, there are people that are non-human. This is reported throughout history operating these crafts. So they create what appears to be a time-space bubble around the ship, which then allows them to move instantaneously to our eyes because of the distortion of time. So to answer your question, no human, no, even the machine itself would explode from the inertial effect unless they have some way to encapsulate the UFO to move through space and time without inertial effect.
It is unbelievable. This footage is incredible. It is incredible. Jeremy, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today. I know people in the chat are going crazy. They love this. They love you and all of your answers and this video. But thank you so much for joining us. This was awesome.
Yeah, this is not about me, and this is not about belief. This is about journalism, the First Amendment, getting something that was hidden by your government that you're not supposed to know. Nobody has the ability to keep from humanity the fundamental nature of reality. And forever isn't what it used to be. The levee is breaking, and I hope this conversation, as my joke, but it's true, I want to weaponize your curiosity, and I want to make sure you become an active participant in this mystery rather than a passive observer. And now, scientists, physicists, everybody, they are confronted with the data of this new video, and it is time for them to look at it and tell the world what they're seeing.
1,000% agreed. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you,
This was
Talia.
awesome. This was incredible. So great to meet you. Chat, this was so much fun.